Shocked when you hear what is going on now. They said Buhari is the singular greatest danger to the Fulanis. This is by Farooq, a Nigerian who is based in the US, and looking at all the insecurity with all that Nigerians can say, with those that have insight into what is going on here and there. A lot of Nigerians feel otherwise because Buhari has never spoken in terms of all the, terrible things, Fulani headsmen, Menak, and all that is happening. Our very own Buhari has not opened his mouth to say anything, to condemn it, to speak against it, and you are telling me that Buhari is a problem and a threat to them. I can't understand it. So you can see exactly what is happening and why we one accord, one people, one voice. We have to do what is absolutely right and necessary and not allow somebody use words, okay, to bamboozle us. What exactly is going on? They said Buhari is the single greatest danger to the Fulani. How is that, Farooq? Because I'm curious to understand what you're trying to say. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. He initially said Buhari does not have guns. He initially said the Fulanis, that's Buhari, does not have guns. They only carry sticks and therefore couldn't be responsible for the bloodshed violence attributed to them. When the tales later inconsistently described his, condemned his claim, he changed back and said the Fulanis who murdered farmers with guns weren't Nigerian Fulanis. He said they were foreign Fulanis, always protecting them. On the surface, it sounded controversial, even ridiculously counterficial, to suggest that an unraveling Fulani, supremistic like President Muhammadu Buhari is the singlest greatest threat to the members of his own ethnic group. But it's true. And why is that? Says Farooq. Although I've always been aware of this fact, it was actually a Fulani person who caused me to develop a heightened consciousness of it, says Farooq. In a lengthy phone conversation last weekend, a cosmopolitan Nigerian or Fulani ethnic shared with me his deep worries about the deepening face of Nigeria towards the Fulanis all over Nigeria. He said in his 1983 title, Trouble for Nigeria, the nation's resentment for Igbos is archived. If this was alive, we will probably agree that the Fulanis have displaced the Igbo from the position which has been their aim since the Civil War. In most parts of Nigeria today, the Fulanis are feared. Recently, their unraveling and destruction of lives and property, farmers, herders clash, and a lot more seem to be a terrible stir in the nation. To be sure, the internal ethnic relations has always been intensively conflicting right from Nigeria's foundation. The fear of the Fulani domination is an enduring anxiety in both the South and Northern Christians, but the source of massive resentment of the Fulanis that have evolved in the country in the last couple of years since Buhari became the president has even gone beyond you can imagine. Mr. Fulani president has emboldened them and even given them opportunity, and it's even emboldened them and enabled them to carry out more wicked atrocities with Buhari supporting them. The favorites of Buhari and the nepotic approach that has continued to show to Nigerians that the farmer herders and all that is happening has shown that Buhari is truly for the Fulanis and in line in support of the Fulani agenda. Fulanis have continued to carry guns all across the country, yet the president denied their murderous atrocities in broad daylight. Farooq said, unless Buhari comes out and condemn this accommodation he's given to them and covering it systematically so that the foreigners will not know what is going on and think that Nigerians are just speculating, destruction will continue. The murderers can't systematically be foreign Fulanis who have been trained and armed by Gaddafi in Libya, and now it feels very much like Buhari wants to rain the curse in the country and blame everyone else apart from the Fulanis. He has never stand in defense of Nigerians. All he defends is the Fulanis. Buhari is the greatest reason the Fulanis, the Maetiala, have continued to become more emboldened. So this is what is happening. So what Farooq is saying is rather, when somebody is saying the statement, is saying for instance, somebody wants to say you are very strong. Say, they say you are very weak. Say, no, be small. Say, you are strong. Or people will say, people are ill. They will say, I'm strong, but they are not feeling well. But really what they are trying to say is that they are not strong. That's what Farooq is trying to say. Say Buhari is the one, is the one that have emboldened these people. This Buhari, he has enabled them to have a free course and a free flow and say what he has done. And unless he openly rises and condemns them, we don't know what's going to happen. Before now, they were carrying out their wicked atrocities and all that. But since Buhari came, have you seen how more emboldened they have become? Yes, because the number one man has continued to tell Nigerians that they are carrying sticks. And the sticks they are carrying, he has not seen any of them carrying weapons that Nigerians are talking. Then the same person again said, the Fulani headsmen that use guns to kill people, and people are wondering, Oga, where you dey? You are neither here nor there. Where exactly are you? Because we don't understand you. We are trying to understand. We are trying very hard. We are trying our hardest best possible to understand where you stand. You are neither here nor there. What exactly is going on? Why are you being deceitful? Can't you see that these people, they are murderers and they are carrying out evil atrocities? And you have never for one condemned it. You have never for one stood and said, no, Nigerians, this is wrong. These are invaders and this is what we're going to do. I have commissioned. When something happened, you see Buhari go into hiding. That is someone that does not want to confront or address or be a leader and stand in front. He will quickly call, says having a meeting with his service chiefs. The same service chiefs that are the Fulanis. So who are you deceiving? So you and your cohorts will sit together and they will talk, it has happened again. What do we do? What do we do? Tell them that you guys make sure that you catch them, okay? They will not release statement on us. Buhari has addressed the service chiefs and has said it will not happen again. 2 weeks down the line, another one has happened. So who is deceiving who here? Let's call a spade a spade. Who is deceiving who here? So this is exactly what is going on and why we cannot afford to, have a president who does not care about Nigeria. We cannot afford. So that's why it is time to vote again. Please vote and vote wisely. Another Fulani will not do it, or somebody is going to serve the Fulani interest. It's like you with your own eyes, mouth and everything, openly sell yourself to becoming a slave, and then you open your mouth and say you are a slave. But you did it to yourself. You use your own hand to sell yourself. How do you want to be helped? When you have sold yourself and you've given the money to debt, or say you want to pay your debt, then you sold yourself into slavery. It's not you're just going to be there. You have to serve the years that you have given yourself for. So this is what is happening. And until Buhari rise up and, condemn, these wicked atrocities that is coming on. I mean, these people have been living with Nigerians for a very long time and nobody heard their voice until Buhari became president. Did you see how emboldened they became? That is because somebody somewhere began to tell them that Nigeria belongs to you. Don't mind them. We are the one in charge. It belongs to us. Okay? And began to bring Usman Danfodo and a lot of things. Bye for now.